Society has a funny way of making us believe this is the only way, and if you don't take that path, you might regret down on the road. Today, I could have been an architect. Today, I could have been a dentist. Today, I could have been a scientist, an engineer, something else rather than a filmmaker. I just don't know if I would be happy. Growing up, I found myself in an environment where the influence of others was a common occurrence. It was during this time that my uncle visited me, and on my wall, I proudly displayed a large, three-dimensional Spider-Man that I had drawn. Despite my lack of understanding what 3D truly meant, the artwork was a testament to my creative spirit. However, my uncle's reaction was far from what I expected. He wanted me to erase my drawing. He believed that drawing was not good for me, and people who usually draw are students who don't want to study and don't even want to go to school. This is the belief, this is the environment I was in. I'm telling this story because many people ask me, like, how did you get where you are today? I would say it's rebellion. Why am I saying rebellion? If I had listened to what people wanted me to be, I wouldn't be here talking to you as a filmmaker. I wouldn't be sitting here in front of the camera telling you this story that me as a kid when I was 15 years old, I was told to be a doctor, I was told to be a lawyer, I was told to be a scientist, pick something else, but not somebody who want to study art. It was very difficult because around that time, I just lost my father. I was completely lost, exhausted mentally, and also it was very difficult because I didn't even have somebody to pay for my school, just to be honest. My life was upside down, but I didn't want to stop. I persevered, I pushed. I studied economics for a long time. I would say accounting and economics for almost 3 to 4 years until I got to college. From college, I was not happy, so I pushed and went back into art. I didn't want to stop because art was everything that I knew. Art, when I say I knew, art made me happy. Art gave me joy. Art gave me a reason to forget my pain. The pain that I had inside me, I couldn't explain to someone. I always tell my friends and family, I'm not afraid of physical pain. Physical pain is easy to deal with than emotional pain. I want you to understand, in Africa, our parents, family members, it's not a bad intention, but sometimes people do not really understand what you want. What you want is different from what your brother, your sister, your parents want. And if you don't push and stand your ground sometime, you might find yourself in a different place where your life is like, oh my God, what did I do? This is what I refused. And when I talk about rebellion, this is what I want to mention. When I go back to when I was 15, about the story of my uncle, I did not erase my Spider-Man that he wanted me to erase. I did not pen over it. My wall. My uncle gave up trying to persuade me to pen over it. He just couldn't convince me to do it because that was something that I took time to draw. That was my drawing. That was my Spider-Man, because Spider-Man that time, whenever I was in my bedroom alone, that drawing took me in different dimensions. That drawing took me to different places and allowed me to dream, to see possibilities. This is what I'm talking about. But the deep core of this whole conversation I'm having with you is just to say you have to live intentionally. If you do not live intentionally, somebody else will show you or try to make you live the way you don't want to live. That's where the problem is. And down on the road, you might suffer a lot. It was very difficult up till 2008 when I finally arrived in the US, where I didn't have anybody to tell me what you should study. And then I went to film school. I didn't even speak English in 2008. I came here only speaking French, and for other African dialect. I pushed. Do I have student loans? Yes, I do. Do I regret studying film? Absolutely not. I work in the film industry today, and when I go back to Africa today, in my backpack I always have my camera. Now I can even share my knowledge with some of my friends. I can inspire children. Your uniqueness is not what somebody else has. You are unique, and you are you. You are the only and only, and I am who I am. Do not let somebody else tell you what you should do or who you should be, I should say. This is my whole point. If this video inspires you and you would like to support my work, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.